So since the rise of Andrew Tate on social media, a bunch of other people have tried to follow in his footsteps. And by following in his footsteps, I mean posting a bunch of TikToks saying some of the most outlandish shit possible and talking about how you have to be an alpha male. You know, after Andrew Tate, we had like Sneeko, we had Jason Wojo, and now we got someone else who goes by the name of Max Torno Business. Which doesn't exactly roll off the tongue as well as the other names now, does it? But the type of content that Max Torno okay, right, I'm not going to say his full name every time. He's called Max. But the type of content he does is kind of like financial based. He's trying to teach people how to make money, but the way he goes about it, as you can imagine from the other comparisons I made, it's a bit cringe. Now, I do have to give credit to a channel called August the Duck because that is where I was made aware of this person. But yeah, we're literally just going to search his name on TikTok today and look through his great content.
Here's 3 things that broke people do that wealthy people stay away from. Number 1, watch TV.
Well, already I'm fucked. Maybe the wealthy life just isn't for me. Hey, I've literally just finished watching Peacemaker before I recorded this video, so I've already broke the main rule.
The exception is watching Formula 1.
The exception is watching Formula 1, you know, a manly sport. You're not allowed to sit and watch TV unless you can watch cars go really fast around corners, eh? Is there anything more alpha than that?
Walking is for people who are broke.
God, I don't know how far we're gonna get through these videos. Every 2 seconds, I want to say something. I mean, he's literally just said that walking is for poor people. Yeah, in case you aren't aware, Max actually glides through life. He is so rich that he's gained the ability to hover. It's very impressive.
I think any respectable business owner is gonna waste their time trying to pass by slow walking normal people. People don't respect their time, which is why they walk as slowly as this, and then you, as a business owner, you have to take over. It's gonna waste a lot of your time. That's why rich people don't walk.
It's children! Like, do you expect them to be able to walk as quick as you? Also, I love I've paused this video because this guy in the background is absolutely losing his mind at the thought of a camera recording him right now. But yeah, I get it. This is very much like rage baiting content, so I am kind of giving him what he wants. But if you watch this bloke's videos and if you know about his videos previous to doing like financial videos, because I believe, and this is what I've just gathered from August the Duck's video, is that he was like a pickup guru. Like, that was the content he was doing before. So as much as this might be a bit exaggerated, seems like this is kind of what he's like.
If you're gonna walk, do the premium version of walking, which is on a freaking treadmill, in your house, at your desk, making money.
Is that the premium way to walk? Walking on a treadmill at home? I mean, it sounds pretty boring to me. Like, if I had to think of my dream premium life, it definitely wouldn't be stood here on a treadmill while working.
There's people going on vacation, playing video games, smoking weed. They're basically making a couple thousand a month for their job. What the f is this?
Yeah, what the fuck is this? How dare people try to enjoy themselves? Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Even if you do earn a couple $1,000s a month, you should still be able to spoil yourself and have fun, you know? You don't have to purposely just remove all fun in your life because you don't earn as much as fucking Max Torno Business here.
Totally fine to go on vacation if you're happy. But then there's people who have goals who say, one day I want to have my own business, yet they go on vacation. If you really want to do that, why the hell do you go on vacation? I never do nice things for myself. I make myself deserve them.
You know what? The basic idea of what he's saying, I guess, does make sense if you want to be like an entrepreneur and like become like this big businessman. A good mindset to have might be, oh, once I reach this goal, I'll reward myself. I get that. But it's just the way these videos come across, and they all do it, you know, like the Sneekos and the Jason Wojos and the Andrew Tates of the world, where they try and make it seem as if you aren't going to be this mega business owner of like an 8-figure income, then you shouldn't be allowed to have fun. Which doesn't make a lot of sense, does it?
How much money is in your bank account?
0.
Are you guys shopping?
100. I have $30.
Why is this funny? Why is she laughing about it? You know, it's like broke people having pride in being broke. There's nothing honorable about being broke. Why is this funny? You should be sad about it.
You should be sad about it. What a great message to spread. If you don't have millions in the bank, you should probably hate yourself, you know? Go in a corner, cry yourself to sleep. Like, it's a bit embarrassing, realistically, isn't it? And also, can we bear in mind how, like, young these girls are? Like, the fact that they aren't fucking millionaires isn't a bad thing by any means. I mean, give them a chance first, right? They could be in uni or something still. They could be students, and you're sat here taking the piss saying that they should be sad because they're poor. Like, fucking hell. Not everyone can afford a Hugo Boss polo, mate.
Why is she... It's like a morbidly obese person stuffing their throat with pizza and like, how much more do you have to live? 2 weeks?
Is it? Really? Have you really just compared her joking about the fact that she doesn't have that much money to the fact that she could die in 2 weeks' time? I would probably take being in their position more than dying, quite frankly, which I guess might be a hot take.
The obese person is virtually illiterate when it comes to health. People are literally illiterate when it comes to finances, money making, and how to get out of poverty. And they think it's funny. That's the problem that you have. You're not taking your life seriously, and you think it's funny or honorable to be poor.
Yeah, and you are taking your life seriously. A bit too seriously for my liking. You're screaming at a camera on TikTok because someone wasn't crying their eyes out over the fact that they don't have that much money. Like, what are you doing?
You know who gets up in the airplane first? Broke people. I mean, what the fuck are you doing? I gotta get up, I gotta get out of the airplane, I gotta get out of here. The airplane just parked and you're standing in front of a closed door in the aisle. And you're staring at the guy's back head in front of you. Why? Why?
You know what, right? What he's actually saying here does make a bit of sense. Like, why are you standing up so early? You can't really go anywhere. I get that. But why are you so angry? We all might have, like, thoughts like this sometimes, you know? Like, if you have been in a plane and it's just landed, you might think to yourself, wait, I don't get why people are standing up already. Like, what's the rush? But to get your camera guy to start recording you so you can scream at a camera about it, it's a bit weird.
Here, listening to my audiobook, finishing up work while you are standing there doing nothing and you're freaking out when you can't stand there with everybody else. Chill. Sit the fuck down.
I mean, this is an interesting person to tell people to chill out, isn't it? Because I really want to describe him as chill right now.
Sightseeing is for people who are broke. If I go to a city, there's only 3 locations you'll see me at. Number 1, the Airbnb, working. Number 2, the lounge, working. Number 3,
working?
the restaurant.
Wait, so you're gonna eat and not work at the same time? What are you, broke? It's just a bit embarrassing, quite frankly. You know, like for me personally, when I'm at a restaurant and there's a steak in front of me, yeah, I'll eat it with my right hand, but with my left hand, I'm looking at the stock market, alright? There's no going broke here. Also, I realize that this guy's meant to be like trying to motivate people to like make money and become rich and all this stuff, but the way he describes being rich doesn't really seem appealing to me. He's just said instead of going to these cities and seeing like sites and whatnot, you should just stay at home and look at it on Google Images, which doesn't exactly sound fun.
How much money is in your bank account?
Like $600.
Do you have a job?
No.
So he has $600 in his bank account. He's shopping. He doesn't have a job.
He's
Is
broke.
that not a weird priority to have? You're not thinking about that? It's like asking the guy underwater, you're gonna go breathe soon?
He loves comparing this to dying, doesn't he? And by the way, if you have $600 in your bank account, you can still purchase things. It's not as if he's going out and like trying to buy a Lamborghini, alright? He's at a shopping mall. He could literally buy something for like $20, but I guess this would make that bloke very angry if he found that out.
I have this much money, what can I spend it for? Whereas people who have money, they're more like, I want this much money, what can I do to leverage it to make even more? And that's why some people are going to be broke forever, and some people are going to continuously make more and more money.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but if I was looking into like how to make money and stuff and I came across these videos, it would really put me off. I mean, even the fact that they all use that same music, like literally whenever I hear that music that he's playing in the background, which I can't really show much of because it's probably copyrighted, but whenever I hear this like alpha male financial music that they all use in the TikToks, I'm like, right, well, I'm not listening anymore.
I can tell how broke you are by how long it takes you to put on your goddamn gym pants in the gym locker room.
Why are you watching people put on their pants in the gym changing rooms, mate? Mind your own business, for fuck's sake. Like, can you imagine finishing a workout and you turn around and this bloke's just staring at you and he's like, 14 seconds. You're probably skint, aren't you?
Wake up! You're not broke because of the government or because the evil so-and-so. You're broke because you don't value your goddamn time.
You're not broke because of the government. You're broke because you can't put on your shorts fast enough. Yeah, you remember when I made a video like a few weeks ago talking about like the whole Joey Swole thing, and I was like, oh, by the way, if you go to the gym, people aren't going to judge you. There's just the odd few. Unfortunately, we found the odd few. But usually in the gym, if you do hear about any judgment, it's because you're doing like an exercise wrong. This guy just judges how fast you can change clothes, which is a bit odd.
You expecting women to be attracted by you? Bruh, you're a simp. Put your damn socks on and go do squats.
Nice, fucking hell. I'm gonna put that quote on a t-shirt.
Here's my recipe for ultimate happiness. Gratitude. You can't avoid shit happening to you. People hating on you, lying to you. You can't avoid being disappointed. But it is your reaction to that disappointment that matters. So if you're able to actually be grateful for the difficult things that are thrown at you, for the challenge, for the opportunity to learn, now you're turning things around. And now literally nothing can make you unhappy. It might make you unhappy in the moment, but in the long run, it's always going to make you happy. As long as you stay grateful and as long as you say yes to the challenge and to the opportunity for growth.
That's more like it, mate. That was actually a decent video with some pretty decent advice as well. You know what? More of this, I would probably listen to you. But yeah, as much as I am making jokes throughout this, I do get it, right? They have to make like shock value content for it to go viral on TikTok. But sure, there should be like a bit of a middle ground. And to be fair, throughout these videos, he hasn't said anything like too overly crazy. When we see these other people I've spoke about previously, they say some very offensive stuff. And this guy kind of stays away from that slightly. He just screams about people like doing normal shit. So for the most part, they're not the worst videos I've ever seen. It is just a bit cringe, or unless we we talked about the one where he was like walking behind toddlers and complaining about how they're walking too slow. That was a bit shitty.
There's 4 reasons why you're not rich. Number 1, you don't want to.
And because you're not in a treadmill in your house. I mean, fair enough, he practiced what he preaches.
Number 2, you're lazy. You're not willing to put in the work. You want other people to give you things for free.
Sorry, I would love to be listening to what you're saying right now, but I just can't get over the fact that you really recorded this video, set up your treadmill, and then walked in it for the entire time in a fucking, what, Gucci t-shirt or whatever this is? Oh no, it's Versace. I'm very sorry. That was probably very offensive to a lot of rich people out there. And he's wearing jeans, for fuck's sake. Who wants to be on a treadmill wearing jeans? That's probably the worst thing you've done so far.
Ever wondered why Starbucks keeps putting names wrong on their little cups? It's actually a really genius marketing strategy.
Yeah, I think you're probably looking too far into it, to be honest. It could just be because they misheard you. Or there's multiple ways of spelling your name. Like, I don't think they're exactly sat in board meetings going, right, there's 2 ways of spelling Sean, so if a Sean walks in, don't put S-E-A-N, if that's how it's spelled. Do S-H-A-U-N, you know? Think about the publicity. I mean, I'm sure someone might have tried this whole, like, tactic before, I guess. Maybe it's happened before, but I think it's probably just due to the fact that people do misspell names, you know?
2 things you should never do when you want to start a business. Number 1, create a website. You don't need a damn website anymore. Nobody cares.
I mean, he has a website, like, in his bio on his own TikTok account. This is actually his website here, where you could discover how anyone can create a full-time income online by leveraging a little-known new industry that Forbes values at $350 billion a year. And it's a very sketchy-looking website, it must be said. I would not be clicking that link anytime soon. But yeah, either way, we get the gist. Not exactly a serious topic by any means. It's just another one of, like, these, like, alpha male guys giving, like, financial advice on TikTok. But I thought it'd be funny. I just saw August the Duck's video and went, oh, he looks like he would be great for content. But yeah, either way, if you did enjoy this video, please do a like down below, subscribe if you are new, also subscribe to August the Duck, of course, for giving me this idea, and until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit, alright? Goodbye.